Hello everyone. Myself Adiraji Nair, lecturer, Department of Obstetric and Gynecology, Kamala College of Nursing, Sri Rajiv Gandhi Group of Institution, Bangalore. Today I am going to talk about abortion. Just give you an introduction. You all know what is abortion, right now? Abortion is also known as miscarriage. Miscarriage means losing a pregnancy or ending of the pregnancy by removing or embryo before it can survive outside the uterus. If the fetus or weight is less than 500 gram at the 20th week of gestation, the expelled embryo or fetus is called abortion. It may be induced or spontaneous. Abortion is also called miscarriage. That means stopping of pregnancy or ending of pregnancy or losing of pregnancy. The mother is losing the pregnancy. The 20th week, before the 20th week, the fetus or embryo is coming out from the uterus that cannot be survived outside the uterus because it is not come acrossing in the viable period. If the embryo or fetus is come acrossing the viable period, then the embryo or fetus can survive outside the uterus. Next is definition. What is the definition of abortion? Abortion is the expulsion or extraction of an embryo or fetus weighing 500 gram or less than from its mother when it is not capable of independent survival. Termination of pregnancy may be expulsion or extraction before the period of viability or when the fetus is weight less than 500 gram. That means the embryo or fetus can't survive independently outside the uterus. It is an expulsion. It is coming out or extracting. We are taking out the product of conception from the uterus. That product cannot be able to survive independently. That is the definition given by the Detta. One more definition, an abortion is the premature expulsion of the product of conception from the uterus. It can be either spontaneous or induced. Premature, before the completion of the viable period, the product of conception, that means embryo or fetus, is coming from the uterus. It can be spontaneous or it can be induced. The spontaneous in 10 to 20% abortions are the spontaneous abortion. It is naturally due to the mother is having any medical problem or the anatomical problem. Naturally it is occur. Induced means we are stopping a pregnancy or we are controlling a pregnancy because of due to the rape or contraceptive failure inducing in the pregnancy. Now let us see the incident or rate of abortion. In India, about 6 million abortions take place. In the 2 million abortions are spontaneous and 4 million abortions are induced. That means 2 million abortion is spontaneous. They are naturally occurring. We are not giving any force. 4 million abortion that is induced in case of rape or unwanted pregnancy terminating with it legally. 38,000 from unsafe abortion and usually in worldwide that will lead to septic abortions and all. Next we can see classification of abortion. Abortion is classified into two: spontaneous abortion and induced abortion. In spontaneous abortion can be two varieties, either isolated or recurrent. Isolated abortion means in one abortion it's happened in the life. Recurrent abortion means getting repeated abortion. That means next pregnancy and next pregnancy it is continually aborting. That is recurrent abortion. Next is induced abortion. Induced abortion, legal and illegal abortion. Isolated abortion is again classified into threatened abortion, inevitable abortion, complete abortion and incomplete abortion and mixed abortion. Next we can go through the causes of abortion or etiology of abortion. There are two causes or etiology of abortion: maternal causes and fetal causes. In that first one is maternal causes. In maternal causes, the hormonal disturbance or endocrine and metabolic causes, that means luteinizing phase defect or diabetic mellitus, or in case of hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. In luteinizing phase defect means the progesterone defect. If the progesterone only maintaining in the pregnancy, in that any deficiency that will lead to the abortion. Then anatomical causes. There are most common cause for the abortion in the first trimester is anatomical causes, that is cervical incompetency. That means cervix is unable to hold the conceptional product. Then uterine fibroid, that will be depending upon the size and location of the fibroid also will cause the abortion. Then intrauterine adhesion. Then infection, maternal infection, viral infection or parasitic infection or bacterial infection, that also will cause the abortion. Then environmental factors, when the mother is having smoking or alcoholism, that also will lead to the abortion. Then next is fetal causes, that chromosomal abnormalities and hydatidform or congenital malformation, they all will cause the abortion. Then some other causes, environmental factors already I told, in cigarette smoking or alcoholism, immune factors, Rh negative and Rh positive incompatibility, then surgery during in the pregnancy, uterine developmental anomalies, these all are the main causes of abortion. Now let us see each type of abortion, how to diagnose and treat. In that, first one is threatened abortion. It is a clinical entity where the choriodecidual hemorrhage has started but it is not progress. In this stage is irreversible. That means the cervix is not open and the product of conception are not expelled. Baby survival is possible. In this type, the continuation of the pregnancy is possible because the cervix is not open and the product of conception, that is fetus or embryo, is not expelled out. So the continuation of the pregnancy is possible. The clinical features include the painless vaginal bleeding without uterine contraction and cervix is closed. Through the examination or on the examination with USG ultrasonography, we can find out the uterine size is equal to the gestational age, and heart sound also we can find out. The treatment include give adequate bed rest to the mother and analgesic treatment, and advise the mother to avoid the sexual intercourse, and advise the mother to do not do any heavy. In this picture, we can see the bleeding or hemorrhage is starting in the choriodecidual area or the endometrium layer. The product of conception is retained in the uterus only. The cervix also is not open. So the continuation of the pregnancy will be possible if the mother is taking adequate and proper rest and treatment. Next one is inevitable abortion. In this type of abortion, the process has been beginning and progressed to such an extent that expulsion of the product of conception seems inevitable. The continuation of the pregnancy is impossible. In this type, it is a clinical type which is little head of the threatened abortion. The continuation of the pregnancy is impossible. The clinical features or clinical manifestation include heavy vaginal bleeding with clot or product of conception and cramps in the abdomen or abdominal pain. Through the examination or diagnostic evaluation, we can find out the uterus is tender and corresponded to the gestational age. It is differ from the threatened abortion. The cervix is dilated and open. So the continuation of the pregnancy is impossible. So it is called as inevitable abortion. Management include, if it is required, blood transfusion. If the gestational age is less than 12 weeks, immediately we can do vacuum aspiration or dilatation and curettage procedure. If more than 12 weeks, we can wait for spontaneous expulsion with oxytocin 10 unit in 500 ml. In this picture, we can see the hemorrhage is starting from the choriodecidual area and it is extending and it is covering more area. The cervix also dilated and open. So the product of conception easily come out from the uterine cavity. So the possibility of continuation of the pregnancy is not possible in that. Next one, incomplete abortion. The process of abortion has already taken place, but the entire product of conception are not expelled and a part of it is left inside the uterine cavity. Over here, as the word suggests, some of the product of conception is already expelled, but some are still inside the uterine cavity. So we called it as incomplete abortion. In this, the patient presents with painful uterine contraction, heavy bleeding, and usually mother give history that something expelled out. On examination, uterus is smaller, which is natural, and the cervix is already dilated. The uterus is smaller than the gestational age. In this type, we should take more precaution because the partial expulsion will lead to heavy bleeding. So, depending upon the mother condition, we can give IV fluid, may require blood transfusion also. And surgically, we should take out the remaining parts from the uterus. Depending upon the gestational age, we will select the surgical procedure. If the gestational age less than 12 weeks, we can do MVA, that means manual vacuum aspiration. If the gestational age is more than 12 weeks, we will go for the dilatation and curettage. Then medical procedure also we can do, or misoprostol 200 microgram per vaginally every 4 hours. In this picture, we can see the product of conception is already expelled, but the partially attached placenta will be there. So, it is called as incomplete abortion. Next type, complete abortion. When the product of conception are completely expelled, it is called as complete abortion. As the name suggests, the abortion process is complete. The product of conception is completely expelled out. So it is called as complete abortion. If the patient present with heavy bleeding followed by decreasing in the bleeding, and she gave the history of some sac-like pinkish clot she already expelled out. On the examination, we can find out the uterus is smaller than the gestational age and os also closed. In a threatened abortion also, the cervical os is closed. The management include in complete abortion, we have to do either transvaginal sonography or transabdominal sonography to confirm the uterine cavity is empty. Because if the product is remain inside the uterus, that will lead to the growth of microorganism and it will lead to the septic abortion. If the product is remain in the uterine cavity, we can do the D&C procedure. Next type, missed abortion. The time missed abortion is used when the fetus has died but it is retained in the uterus. When the fetus is already died but it is still retained inside the uterine cavity for a variable period of time, that is called as missed abortion. The product of conception is not expelled but it is already died inside and retained in the uterus, that is called as missed abortion. In this, the mother present with continuation of bleeding and subsiding of pregnancy symptoms, that means reducing in the signs or symptoms of the pregnancy, reducing in the size of the uterus, or the weight is reducing mother, so subsiding in the pregnancy signs or symptoms, and absence of fetal heart rate. On examination, we can find out the firm uterus and the size of the uterus is smaller than the gestational age. Cervix is closed, that means the fetus is died inside but the process of expulsion is not started. In this case, we can use either medical or surgical method. Medically, we can use misoprostol and surgically we can use MVA and DICC procedure or section evacuation procedure. Very important in mixed abortion, we should check the bleeding. In this case, because in the mixed abortion, prolonged time will lead to DIC, DIC means disseminated intravascular coagulation disorder. If we are doing any procedure to this mother, we should confirm the patient is not in DIC. If the mother is with DIC, we should know about the bleeding time and clotting time. So the missed abortion will lead to the death of the mother also if the mother is within DIC. Next one, septic abortion. Any abortion is associated with the clinical evidence of infection of the uterus and its content. Any abortion that will cause to spreading of infection in the uterus and reproductive tract, that is called as septic abortion. In case of incomplete abortion, any retained bits of conceptional product remain in the uterus, that will help for the growth of microorganism, then it is spreading to the infection. That is called as septic abortion. The most common cause of the septic abortion is unsafe abortion or illegal abortion and incomplete evacuation in case of incomplete abortion or septic abortion. Symptoms include fever, abdominal pain, foul smelling of pervaginal discharges, and signs include tachycardia, abdominal tenderness, shock, confusion and hypothermia. The septic abortion is having again grades will be depending upon the location of the infection. That first one is grade 1, infection only located at the uterus, and grade 3, the infection is spread from the uterus to fallopian tube, ovary and peritoneum. Grade 3 means it will be peritonitis, shock and jaundice. This will lead to the death of the mother also. Next is investigation. Investigation like hemogram, we can find out the hemoglobin level of the mother, then blood grouping and cross matching, then USG will help for the size of the uterus and we can find out the formation of the sepsis, and blood culture will help for finding out which antibiotic treatment we can start, then coagulation profile. Treatment include always hospitalize the patient, IV fluid depending upon the degree of shock, always start the treatment with broad spectrum antibiotics. Next type, recurrent abortion. If any patient have 3 or more spontaneous abortion before 28th week, we can call it as recurrent abortion. In recurrent abortion, it's a continuously, next one by one, the mother is getting abortion or losing a pregnancy. That is called as recurrent abortion. The most common cause for recurrent abortion, genetic causes, endocrine causes, infection, inherited thrombophilias, anatomical causes like cervical incompetence, cervical insufficiency and fibroid. Then maternal, medical illness like cardiac diseases or hypertension or metabolic disorders, and unexplained causes. Next is investigation. We can do parental karyotyping and CBC with platelets and hysteroscopy. Management include, in case of cervical incompetence, we advise the mother to go for the cervical encirclage. That means it is a procedure done in between 18 to 20th week. Then advise the mother to take proper rest from the first trimester till the tail. Next we can see induced abortion. Induced abortion is 2 types, legal and illegal abortion. In that legal abortion, MTP or medical termination of the pregnancy. MTP is the medical termination of pregnancy. It is also known as induced abortion. It is a medical way to getting rid of unwanted pregnancy. The termination by removal or expulsion of embryo or fetus from the uterus. Purposefully we are stopping a pregnancy by expulsion or extraction of the embryo or fetus from the uterus. Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, which was enacted by Indian Parliament by the year of 1970. Indication for MTP: women who physical and mental health were poor to continue the pregnancy. Second, women facing in the birth of handicapped or malformed child. in case of rape. Next, pregnancy in unmarried girl under the age of 18. Then pregnancy that are result of failure of the use of contraceptives. Next, we can see the method of termination in the MTP Act. First trimester, we can use the medical mifepristone and misoprostol. Then surgical method, vacuum aspiration, section evacuation, dilatation and curettage. In second trimester, medical misoprostol or carboprost. In surgical, dilatation and curettage in case hysterectomy. Complication. In complication of MTP, immediate complication will be there, remote complication will be there. In that first one is immediate complication, injury to the cervix, then uterine perforation during D&C procedure, hemorrhage and shock due to trauma. Then thrombosis or embolism. Remote complications include, there are two: gynecological complication and obstetrical complication. In gynecological complications include menstrual disturbances, chronic pelvic inflammation, then scar formation. Then second is obstetrical complication include ectopic pregnancy, then preterm labor, rupture of the uterus. To summarize, today in this section you have to learn about abortion, types of abortion and diagnosis, management and treatment of each abortion and MTP, medical termination of pregnancy, in detail. I hope this section is informative. Thank you.